What is going on, guys? Mar here today. 4 weeks out. Wait, hold on. Okay, boys, so we are officially 4 weeks out. I'm recording this Sunday. About to go get a lift in. Just cooked up some carbs, potatoes. I got a pub sub. Shout out to the missus for fueling this carb session. Today, boys, we got a bench session. Program is changing up a bit. I'm doing 4 days a week now, so I'm going to be doing more other videos as well too, just to substitute the days I take a rest day. So that should be fun. Got my potatoes ready for me. They're looking at me. I'm starving, and we have a pretty good session. We have secondaries on bench, and then we have upper body as well. Just to recap, I did the 615 for 3 on squat earlier this week. That went super smooth. Prep overall is going super smooth. I was kind of worried because of the 680 deadlift I had. I'll probably put it up on the screen, and it moved horrible. And so I'm just going over some technique work, and then I hit the 700 at like a RP 7. I honestly thought I could have loaded up another plate on there and hit it, but 750, ish, also I'm not peaked yet. That was just my first session back, especially with the lats here. Meet environment is crazy, and I'm super stoked, boys. So without further ado, early session, just because on that deadlift session it was early and I felt pretty good, so I said, fuck it, why not? I think I'm like around 256 right now, 257. I dropped a few pounds. I was usually waking up at 260, and I'm looking a little lighter or a little more ripped. But, yeah, everything's been going pretty good. I trained for another 2-3 weeks, and then, we're just going to peak and taper, and it's going to be fun, boys. Going to do a whole thing with the whole week leading up to the meet. Oh, shit. The whole week leading up to the meet. So that'll be fun. Stay tuned, boys. Like and subscribe. Peace.
You got to be a little mental, I think, to do what I did. I don't want to sound crazy, but you have to be a little fucked up. The fucking mindset of getting up every day and pushing yourself. And you're eating 12 to 16 ounces of meat, 100 to 150 grams of carbs every meal, and you're doing that 7 times, and you do it day in, day out. You got to have a very simple mindset. You can't be social. You can't be out doing a lot of other activities. So you put on the blinders and you have tunnel vision on what that ultimate goal is. I was always on track with everything. Everything was structured. I lived in a box in order to be the best, meaning I had no outside. People would call me with their problems, I'd hang up on them. The phones were off. Don't bother me with negative shit. And I just went at it. That's all I cared about. That was what my life was like. It was like go full fucking throttle every day. That discipline was there. I always tell everyone it wasn't about the body, it was about the mind at first. But I trained my ass off. For me, I just love to train. That's what separated me from most guys. There was times where I almost passed out training. I'm lunging with 225 on my back in the parking lot, and I remember just okay, no one else is doing this, so I'm gonna do it. And that was my mindset. That was how I mind fucked everybody else. So I used to train in the middle of the night because no one else was doing it. There's some people man, is that the secret? Is that what Jay has to do? Is that what we have to do? And I did it almost to kind of play mind games with the other guys.
Only the crazy people come out this time. It's cardio time.
But I was also a beast. I was known as a so-called mass monster. I was also stubborn as hell, right? I was told I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. I was told I wouldn't be a good pro. I was told I'd never turn pro, never win the Olympia, never win it more than once. After I lost it, they said that I'd come back and win it again. So I think a lot of that's a little ego too. You have to have a little ego to be able to do what I do and be great at it. you got to do what's your passion. Otherwise, you're never going to succeed at it. You're never going to stay with it. You're never going to commit to it, and you're never going to give your full ability towards that goal.
I'll say this without arrogance. Jake Cutler's the greatest bodybuilder of all time. I never had a lot of self-doubt. People look at his arrogance, and I'm just so confident that maybe sometimes I come off as that, but I've been knocked out enough times and came back from it that I just never gave up, and I always believed in myself. And I mean, I was so disciplined, man. There was no bodybuilder on this fucking planet that was more disciplined than I was at that time. I felt like a fucking machine, man. Everything just clicked. Like I told you, I could do anything. I went in the gym and I trained with light weights, I trained with heavy weights. It didn't matter what I did. Everything just clicks.
Ronnie's been here winning the show for the past, how many years, Ronnie? 6 years. But this is my town, my home, my place.
It takes a lot of time, but I'm dedicated. And
I was just so young and just, I was so, naive. I really didn't know much about anything. I really didn't know how to pose. I really didn't know anything, but I had the physique. I had the structure. And once I learned how to eat, and learned how to, train properly, and, I wanted to be the best. My dad was a pusher, man. I hated my dad a lot of times early in my life because he would just make me work and he taught me to be a machine, And it really gave me the work ethic to be who I am as a bodybuilder and, to be relentless and had to learn the value of working hard to achieve certain things. And I knew going into bodybuilding, it wasn't going to be easy. He's like, I'm telling you, you can beat Ronnie Coleman. Jay, I'm telling you, you're going to beat this guy. I'm telling you, Jay, you're going to beat this guy. So in the lineup, when I was standing next to Ronnie, people are like, holy shit, Jay's beating Ronnie Coleman from the front. It's the first time in my career that I actually knew, shit, I'm going to win the Mr. Olympia contest. I knew myself I would win it. And I knew in 2006, I knew 100% I was going to win the Mr. Olympia in 2006. I had no doubt in my mind. But every year I watched Ronnie stand next to me, and before he fell on the ground and he cried, he was scared. He was scared. You'll see Ronnie Coleman mouthing some things.
What is going on, boys? So we're back from the session. Pretty solid session. Not really a deload. Just I'm shortening my days a week on bench from 3 to 2, just so I can recover a little bit more, just because squat and deadlift is getting a little heavy. But squat is next, boys. We have a squat double, either between 635 and 645, possibly be even 650 for 2 on Tuesday. So today's Sunday. You can get this posted and a low bar squat video posted as well. And then we will have the squat video, and I'll get that posted this week. And we also have, I think, a 730 to 745 deadlift. Just depending on how I feel after that squat. But yeah, boys, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe what you want to see next. Peace out, boys. Love you.